Hello everybody, welcome
Hey!
back. We are back on Cobble, and a restart, a mental restart for OpTic hopefully came through. This is the iBUYPOWER Fall Invitational 16K, SK Gaming, looking to make it to the finals. We don't know who they're going to be facing yet. Energy looking pretty hot, but Immortals looking to make it to the finals as now. Look at Tarek, he hears this happening, and he has to rotate. Stan's already going to be peeking towards connectors. SK look to just take A-site control by force.
Yeah, Taco gets caught in the murder hole there, though. Stanislaw getting a free kill there, basically. Now he's going to step out. Ooh. Looks for another, finds it on the fur. Not too shabby from Stanislaw. Just keep finding the headshots. And he's actually brought his team back into this round. It's looking really dire, but now all of a sudden there's a real chance for them as Taco's left alone in a 1v3. He's getting pushed. He's stuck in the fence. It's so spammable. He's just trapped. He's getting pinched from multiple sides. He's staying alive, but not alive long enough as that bomb will get defused in plenty of time. And big round from Stan.
Yeah, he's coming up huge. If he doesn't get at least 2 frags towards long where there's 3 SK members set up, waiting for that bomb plant to come through, that's going to be a round over. So, Stan, handily? I can't speak, dude. Single-handedly laying down the law, if you know what I'm saying. And he's able to get that round back for OpTic.
Wow, the pun.
After I can't speak English, I close it out.
Hey, production, can you stop coughing in my ear? Thanks, please. I can't even hear myself think. Production, please. Can you hear that too, Seaside?
The angel on our shoulder.
You guys can't hear this. It's rough out here. All right. I think they finally muted their microphone. Thank God. That was really loud. Anyway, you guys complained about that. I am sorry.
Never mind.
It's a joke. A whole conversation right now. But anyway, Stanislaw is going to get the first kill onto FNX here. We got a 4-on-4.
And SK actually decided to force up into this. Cold Zero is going to get himself an AK, so SK are going all in with a couple pistols. They're going to pick up another AK that was lost out towards outside. So, yes, OpTic get the opening kill, but they're down in firepower in comparison to those 2 AKs. Let's see if Cold and Fallen are going to be able to carry him through this. Fallen, no armor, though. I'm surprised he hasn't swapped with Fur yet. But let's see how this is. Yeah, there's the swap. So, SK, lose pistol, and they force up here in the second based on the bomb plan. I guess this is just a confident SK.
Yeah, very confident indeed, as they do just keep putting the pressure in here onto long A corridor. Stans already has 1 kill in the round. He was hot last round, but he'll get silenced a little bit earlier this time around, so not going to be able to have as much of an impact as he did on that pistol round victory. But OpTic in the meantime have caught first lurk over here towards the B side, which actually keeps them in place. So Mixwell is all alone right now here in the A bomb site at the moment. We do begin to see a rotation from Rush and Tarek, but they are smoked off. But Tarek's going to be able to get to the balcony before smoke lands. But Coltair spots him dropping into the APC. And he's starting to help them clear out this A bomb site. Mixwell's wanting to get 1 before he goes down, so he's staying alive. He's buying time for the rotate, and he actually even finishes off the round. So brilliant work there from Mixwell to stay alive. And even though they came under a lot of fire there, OpTic still secure the round.
Yeah, they upgraded those SMGs as well to those 2 AKs they SK forced into, but even after that, even though SK forced there, they still have money to purchase in the next round, so the maths are in full play for SK, and they're going to be able to purchase next round, just some pistols this round, and a flash on Fallen as OpTic. Looking to take the quick 3-0 start, but you got to imagine once SK actually get rifles in their hands, instead of just a couple, they're going to be able to make it even more competitive. Tarek going to get aggressive early, and I'm surprised he's still hanging out here as he's been spotted. He desperately wants a pick, but he might lose his life for it.
Yeah, he's all eye on the Tiger right now. He's doing it, but he actually backs off. Pressure
going back up.
He's going back in, boys! He's going to be able to get the kill there onto Fur. Of course, SK is just on Glock, so he can, certainly be a little bit more aggressive than he normally would be. And the bomb's already down at FNX. What do you do now? The bomb's down there. You're stuck up there with the Glock. There's plenty of guns waiting down there for you.
Might as well get over with. OpTic are actually going to boost here as well. They're going to spot FNX. And there you go. OpTic Gaming will take the typical 3-0 start to this game. And now SK are going to get a buy-in. Fallen has enough to get himself an op. He's going to actually drop it over to Cold, who has armor. So there you have it. His Fur. Probably going to get an armor AK as well. SK. Yeah, a little lacking the utility side. No Molotovs to clear a tree or any other kind of like flat stairs. So they're going to have to be a little more patient in this take, but it's going to be difficult, especially with OpTic being as aggressive as they are. It's going to force AK's utility out early to take this map control, just like that flash.
Yeah, Taco already using one to just get control of these long A halls. Stanslaw gonna be able to put down a smoke and just play behind it here with Mixwell. Taco just gonna try to lurk out though anyway, and Mixwell, that's an easy kill for him. Coldzera trying to patrol this long B platform with his own AWP. So far, he's only received damage. Down to 52, so OpTic, great start to this round. They already had the 3-0 lead, and this is a CT side of Cobble, so this is great news for them. Normally T side's where you get most of your rounds, so if they can limit SK a good bit, that would be really solid for them. See if they can't somehow force that third map out of all this, but it's still so early, of course. Can't get ahead of ourselves as SK Gaming are getting control of drop-down room, so they're going to look to split this B-bomb site. Will they catch Tarek playing an off angle? It's not a common spot.
We saw him play that yesterday as well. And he's going to go back to it again. And without the Molotovs, though, SK can't clear as many corners as they'd like, but Fur was holding it for a moment. And he's going to go right back to holding it. They must have watched this. They must have watched the OpTic game, and no, Tarek loves to play that position. He's going to peek, though, and rush. And Tarek working together beautifully as Tarek's going to peek out of his cubby hole, and he's going to get one. And Fallen will get traded, but look at this. SK out of nowhere are able to trade even. And now it's all on Rush to site. He's going to get one. He's on 11 HP. FNX, we've seen him clutch some insane plays last round. Or last match, excuse me. But can he do it again? As he's going to find the one-on-one stand. Rush can peek from sight. What a mistake, because FNX is going to clean that up and get the op. So, I don't know. What do I say to that?
I mean, FNX is one of the best clutch players out there. That's one of the biggest roles he serves on this SK Gaming team, is closing out rounds for them and making something out of like 1vx situations where he's at a disadvantage. He's so good at just kind of feeling things out. He just has like this weird like intuition about how to play himself back into a round. And again, that's probably the strongest thing that he brings to the team is his clutching ability. And so that's a big time play from him. I mean, again, it's one of those things where OpTic had like a chance if Rush would have maybe peeked a little bit earlier as he was still spraying the guy at doors. Maybe they just trade him out, but I mean, FNX is able to just flick fast enough to stop that from happening. So that's a big round to win if you're SK Gaming. You can see the money's drained on OpTic because of it, but money's also low on SK Gaming, so this round's probably kind of like a 2-for-1 deal, basically, for whoever can take it. Taco has been able to get out the platform and runs down Mixwell.
Yeah, and he gets out of dodge as well, so great play coming up from Taco, catching Mixwell off guard. Fur gonna drop a molly towards drop room. He's what a dink it was indeed on Rush. So now Rush has to reposition himself. He can't play as close as he would like before, and there's the nade actually gonna clean it up from Fallen. So now Tarek towards Platt with support from side. It has to go off as Stan's gonna find one in the meantime. But SK continuing this push forward. But they still haven't shown too much with 53 seconds. Yeah, they have drop room control, but no one's out from Platt. Fur to lead the charge. And here we go, based on that flash, the take's probably going to happen at any moment. But look at this, OpTic Gaming 2 members still standing tall. Can they lock this down? As Naf from site's going to be able to drop one, Tarek's going to shut down that drop pressure. And Taco still yet to find a frag, and he won't. Naf, Stan, and Tarek working beautifully together there towards the B site.
Yeah, very well done by OpTic. I mean, to be able to win that round, reset SK Games' economy, forced them to save, and now OpTic with a great opportunity to get a 5-1 lead on the CT side of Cobblestone. That's really big stuff for them, especially when you consider that they've already, gotten more rounds than they got on Dust 2? Or around the same amount? I can't remember what the final score was there. 16-5, maybe? 16-6. So they're already starting to approach the same amount of rounds they had on Dust 2, and they're very early on this game. So definitely a much better showing from them. But SK Gaming, they do have these Tech 9s, and Coldzera going to catch Tarek way off guard. Rush able to make the trade, but a bomb site has been taken.
It has been. Whoa! Fur gets 2 through the door! Ouch. Oh no, as he lines both of them up, and it's all on Napfly, who can't hit his own op shot, but he's gonna be able to connect to that 5-7. But wow, Fur picks up the op and he makes it work. Man. That's insane. That's the individual skill on SK you can't account for ever.
Just when the door begins to creep open, SK Gaming's Fur just slams it right in their face, almost literally. And Nap tries to save this op here in the B-bomb site, but he's getting flanked. He doesn't even realize it yet. Probably not going to be able to hold on to this.
You know what I just noticed?
What's that?
I'm a liar. He didn't get the shot through the door. It was through the other player.
Yeah.
I let the community and Reddit down.
It's fine. It was still a sick shot to witness, as it pretty much... I mean, I wouldn't say it won the round. I think Coldzera's maneuver into connector and then the entry on the A were like the 2 big kills, but that basically was the closer, right? That sealed the deal. And so now SK Gaming, they still a round away a bit early from OpTic. They actually will now force OpTic into saving situation. And so SK Gaming still had that opportunity to have that big T side that is so well known on Cobblestone.
Yeah, double op, FNX and Cold. An OpTic. One set of armor, some pistols, and Fallen's just going to be money hunting at this point. He's able to get rushed through the smoke. Tark's going to show his hand. So they will be able to drop Fallen, but now that's all the information given over to SK. A little miscommunication in that smoke and molly, but hey, it's okay. We all make mistakes. As the site's going to be taken now from SK. Stan's going to get himself UMP, but I think this round's pretty much in the bag. And the question is, does Stan run and save, and Naf, Tark, and Mix just go try to make it happen?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't think an ump is something they really want, but I guess Stan having such low money might as well hold on to it, I guess, to give his team a chance the next round to buy a little bit of something. But FNX not going to allow that to happen. Just creeps through with the Tech 9, grabs a couple of kills. That's now 3 kills for him on the round total. And Tarek, the last man left, just with the P250. Nothing really to save. He's trying to see if he can't find an exit, but it's not going to happen. So SK Gaming already starting to close the gap on that lead that OpTic had built up over the past few rounds. Diminishing rapidly here, and still OpTic's money is really all over the place. They still can't really buy. So they'll have to take just another round where they'll just have P250s at 157 on Mixwell. Rush picks up a 5-7 as well, but it's going to be so difficult to deal with SK Gaming at this point. They're starting to build up a huge economy. They have the momentum now. They're feeling it. OpTic are in a lot of trouble.
And the answer from OpTic is going to be pushed along as well as mid towards A. And Fallen's just going to be able to post up behind that little cart, and he gets one, but he will finally get taken down. As FNX, though, is going to be able to find Mixwell, and it's all on Tarek. So they will be able to drop 2, and the double op will get retrieved. So no harm, no foul on the side of SK. Rebuying a couple players is doable in their current situation. It's OpTic now. No op on their side. No, I lied. Tarek's going to buy it. Yes, there we go. All right, so Tarek will pick up that op. Let's see if he's going to run with it. I've seen lately, when they last played yesterday on Train, I believe it was, Tarek actually pulled out the op for a little bit. Yeah. So he is going to run with it as well.
Yeah, he was a secondary opper for CLG for a fairly long time. So it's understandable that he would like to put it to use, but to me it's crazy that Mixwell is such a good opper, yet he lets people op over him all the time. I know it's because he's also quite a good rifler, particularly on T sides. He could be kind of an entry fragger next to Rush if need be. But still, I mean, when you're consistent and good with an op and it's such a vital weapon, I'd love to see him just have it all the time as much as possible, unless you're doing 5 rifle setups. But not my team to run, and Tarek's op has actually already fallen down, and it wasn't recycled. So SK Gaming have a 5-on-4 advantage in the round. They're still looking for control of this mid room, but they still have presence at B.
Yeah, Mixwell towards danger. They don't know he's here yet. They smoked it off, but he's playing right underneath the sign. And they're going to walk right into his crosshair. He gets one. Oh, he couldn't get anything else. He will get shut down. But Rush, going to find Fur, the lurk. And look at this, though. SK Gaming open up the map all over the place from Plat to Danger. And they just regroup beautifully and come towards Cold, who was able to get another kill in the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those situations where SK Gaming is getting picks all across the map, and so at this point they could really kind of just gather up and do whatever they want, right? They've given themselves that luxury by getting all these picks to just move however they want to, and it looks like their final decision is going to be to take it over towards the mid slope. Stanislaw, though, actually boosted up on top of the fence, gets a couple of kills, almost gets a third on the Fur, and that could have maybe given Rush a chance in a 1v1, but as it stands, Rush is still pretty far out. The bomb will get planted. But Fur is low on HP, and Rush is actually getting here before the bomb gets planted, so there's still a chance for him actually to bring this one back.
So you're telling me there's a chance for Rush in a 1v2. Bomb's going to get planted by Fur. Cold tasked towards the long position. He's going to be able to find Fur. And now Cold, from this wood position, is able to hold that entire ramp. He has to cross tree, and Cold's going to be holding him. Oh, but the timing pays off. Rush spamming through, tags down Cold to 13. And they're going to be out. Who has more patience? That's Cold. First Rush. Rush is going to be able to get to APC. Cold knows this, and how does Cold win that? Rush will get dealt with swiftly, and SK starting to get back into this game. And putting OpTic now into an awkward situation once again with the economy.
Yeah, it's getting rough out here for OpTic, as SK Gaming have now won the last 4 rounds in a row. And OpTic are back to just upgraded pistols and armor. So while there was like this brief moment at the beginning of the game where OpTic had some control and were you know, getting a nice early start, SK Gaming has woken right back up and are right back to putting OpTic up against the ropes. So we're going to see Taco leading out long B platform, spotting several players over here towards the block. So getting a good read that it's a big stack on the B bomb site. But the bomb's actually still sticking around here. Just still trying to see if he can't catch someone with this op, but he's going to get pushed in, and Terra's going to clear him out, and so on a save, OpTic may have this one.
Yeah, they might, though, but FNX is going to do it once again and crush the dreams of OpTic. Fallen has an AK, and he's going to try to get that bomb retrieved, as is down towards long plat, and Tark is aware of this. So Fallen's going to have to wait.
There's no way he knows his flank is coming, by the way, just based on FNX's positioning. Oh, wait. Okay, well.
He's so smart. He jumps back and actually peeks at, I guess the amount of time that went by, he got a little fishy as FNX is coming towards connector, and he will be able to find Tark. This round's actually falling apart from OpTic as they can't deal with FNX and Fallen kind of pinching towards the B site, but Fallen's going to grab the bomb and fall off, so OpTic now.
Ooh.
No utility to make a retake happen. FNX and Fallen going to group up, and they own A. This round just falling apart.
Yeah, I guess the comm came in from FNX that he had actually never cleared A site. He was just in connector, so Fallen knew that flank was an option, and he does turn around just in time, and now they're trying to flood the balcony. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Fallen down to 1v1 against Naf, and Naf will actually win it. So he saves the day. Around that was a save for them that they probably shouldn't have won. They get themselves in winning position. SK fight back a good bit, but somehow OpTic still close it out. And so now we're all tied here, 5-all. But OpTic, they need to worry about their money being reset again. The money's very low on a couple of these players. In fact, really pretty much everyone. You got 2 bought down to 0. So this is a big round for OpTic. They need to find this one.
They definitely do. They lose this, as you mentioned, an eco reset. So that's going to hurt them, especially if they're able to battle round for round here. You got to think OpTic on the T side are going to be a little bit more favored. As SK, though, on their T side are doing quite well. FNX going to have no utility. And if OpTic are able to keep trading, they're going to put themselves in a good position. Tark's going to get aggressive. Cold, shot through the smoke, not going to connect. They do have utility to clear out that position. As Stan gets aggressive towards long to find the first blood for OpTic. So now OpTic, with a man advantage, don't have to worry about too much on the rotations. They're allowed to just commit a player extra to a site if they wish.
And Stan's actually pushing out long A at the same time, so we actually could get a 1v1 with this bomb carrier out in the middle. Or at the very least, we'll be able to let those B players stay confidently in the site and get a quick flank. So SK Gaming, they're going to get pinched here really soon. Taco actually taking a good bit of damage from nades here on the platform. He still doesn't even want to get out yet, and Stanislaw still on this flank.
Wow, he's actually pushing forward. Full blind Tark on the plat. Gets one, immediately traded out by Cold. Are they going to be ready for Taco to be out? Mix will take care of him. Fur will get a return frag, but not before Stan is able to get that one. So just like that, we're in a 3v1. And Fur is going to pick up an AK. He's going to go for this. As there's 27 seconds on the clock. He's in a 1v3. He is just going to continue to push forward. Can he do this? He's actually going to spot Mixwell close. He's still alive, but he will finally get dealt with. Nafly going to be able to drop him. So 6-5 now, OpTic Gaming. Looking to bring this around. As you take a look at SK's economy, it's a little split. They are just going to get it all on the one page. So the two members who had more funds in the bank are going to purchase those AKs. I imagine Fur will as well. So SK all in on this round, and OpTic have a chance to reset their economy.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a situation where if SK don't win this, they're definitely going to be saved. And that's where OpTic can actually make a really good CT side out of this half. And they also survived their own reset, right? And they're able to stay alive with 3 players, so they didn't have to really rebuy a lot. So they're actually starting to save up a little bit of money now, putting up some nice incendiaries, really slowing down SK Gaming, who were looking to just do a really big explode in this B-bomb site. Add that new aggression factor to their team lately, but Taco's still going to be able to get out with this Tech-9. He's still swarming around Statue. No one's picked up on him just yet.
Yeah, Nafly tried to deal with him, but he pushed up solo and exposed himself to Plat, so he will get dealt with. Now Tark towards Rock. He has support from Rush, but Taco's going to find another one. And just like this, trades are all coming up for SK as it's all on Mixwell. They haven't killed a single SK member.
Yeah, and that's what makes SK Gaming so fun to watch, is their ability just to flip a switch. Like, they can play this spread, slower, methodical style where they're getting control of A-halls in mid-room, they're keeping presence B, and they're just working the whole map, and then they can just, in the instant, go into a quick 5-man execute and just explode on you with such a fast pace. And it can be very hard to read when that's going to be happening, particularly on a map like Cobblestone, where long B executes are always a serious threat. And that's one of the things that makes Cobblestone so difficult to play as a CT, is you can't really play for information easily. It's not like Cash where you can pop flash A main and get a quick peek and back off or something like that and get intel. You're pretty much on the A side of the net, kind of stuck with playing inside the site, or maybe peeking occasionally with an op at middle or long A. So, I mean, just SK Gaming exploiting that big time. And now it's a save from OpTic. They have pistols on this B-bomb site stacked, but I mean, SK Gaming, as you can see, avoid all of that. So this should be another round in the books for SK Gaming.
Definitely should be. As OpTic, they're going to throw 3 players on the flank. I guess they're all just going to post up and try to get some exit frags. I guess that's the best way out of this round, is Mixwell's going to drop for into the high 60s. He's going to repeat once again. And for still living at this point, that nade's going to... Oh, almost dealt with Mixwell. So yeah, OpTic Gaming just going to be setting up for some exit frags here. There's no way they're going to make that retake happen, so might as well try to get a rifle out of it.
Yeah, so SK Gaming right back in control of this half and this map, and of course they're already 1 map up. As it was kind of scrappy there for like the last 4 or so rounds, but now SK Gaming are back in the driver's seat. Naf and Tarek trying to save these guns. Taco runs right by one of them, has no idea. Had a chance there to get a kill, but missed the opportunity, and now OpTic will be able to carry that AK over. They'll be able to buy up on the rest of their players. But, I mean, 6 rounds on the CT side, not too shabby. If they can find 1 more, though, they'll probably feel really good about how this half has gone.
Can you ever really feel comfortable of how half
Probably
has
not
gone against SK? Like,
I mean, that's true, but I'm just saying in a normal scenario, they'd feel pretty good about getting 7 or 8 rounds out of the CT side. That's actually probably on the high end of a CT side Cobblestone, unless
probably,
you're just like a really sick CT Cobble team, which
not too
SK Gaming is.
Are they? Yeah. Spur's gonna jump down. He's gonna come to window. Is he gonna check it? Stan's gonna be able to find that one. So now SK, 4 members up, gonna start pressure towards the A site. They're able to find Mixwell for free. He can't get anything done. That smoke's gonna allow Stan to get out towards window room. He's gonna be able to find Fallen. What else can he find? The head glitches are real from SK towards that ramp position. This isn't scripted.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if GoTV crashed, if the server crashed, if we're gonna have to replay this round, if something funky happened with the server in total.
Wait, what?
I mean, they're still playing this.
Wait, look to his
left.
wait.
Okay, yeah, definitely the whole server lagged.
Yeah, as Stan lagged and found cold. FNX to find Rush. I don't know if we're running with this. I mean, a kill happened before this happened, so it could be an OpTic round if the server just had a little stroke, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this round's gonna get medicked and replayed, or if it's because people had already died before it happened that you just play it normal.
I don't know. I mean, first kill happened, so is there a rule?
Yeah, usually most tournaments, it's if kills already taken place, you can't replay a round because actions already happened.
Is Taco gonna win this anyway?
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate because, like I said, because it's impossible to completely recreate the round as it was before the lag happened, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you just have to count it. There's really no fair way to simulate that round over again. Yeah, it's really unfortunate the lag happened, but again, you can't perfectly resimulate that round, so unfortunately, you have to count it. Now, if it would have been a situation where the lag happens and it's still a 5-on-5, no one's taken damage, no one's died, then yeah, you can replay the round, but in that situation, I think it was a 3-on-3 when the lag happened, so again, what are you gonna do? Like, restart the round, kill 2 people on each team really quick, and then play a 3-on-3? It's just not the same.
Yeah.
Because someone already has site control. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so hard to redo that. It's just not possible. So, unfortunately, that round will just have to kind of go through. And both teams seem content just to keep playing on. No one's complained or asked for a pause or timeout or anything like that. So, we'll just, unfortunately, have to kind of just move on and just leave it at that.
Indeed. SK looking to continue this forward as it is the final round of the half. OpTic's gaming buy is looking like the kitchen sink, to say the least. And Rush is going to be playing here towards E-box room. SK not wanting to rush into anything. They're going to use their nade stack here. Rush might just get a lot of shrapnel. And exactly, he will. He'll get dealt with swift. As Tarek's trying to keep them at bay. As Nafly from Plat going to work together with him as well. And they're able to drop Fur. So now 1 for 1. And that flash comes through in the flank as well. This is looking good for OpTic.
Yeah, they have a 4-on-3 situation, so there's definitely a good shot for them to still find the 7th round before it's all said and done. We see a lot of fighting still going on over here towards the B side, as Taco's still trying to find a pick. Cold Zera's already edged his way out as well, kind of trying to peek statues, see what he can locate. But so far, no one's really showing themselves. In the meantime, we've finally seen FNX kind of gather up back with them here on the B platform. But OpTic's found another frag, so now they have a 4-on-2. It's looking pretty solid here for OpTic, because now it's all going to be on FNX. 1v4 is asking a bit much at this point. And there you have it. OpTic will take it. So an 8-7-half, as close as it gets. And, I mean, yeah, OpTic are certainly looking much better in this map than the previous. And still even a chance to take it and force the 3rd map. So, well done.
They'd be pretty happy with that. Not too many teams can say they beat SK on Cobble. Well, I bet it's a short list, isn't it? Probably a short list. I'll imagine.
Yeah, definitely in recent times, at least. So, kind of a crazy half. I mean, you had OpTic with a great start, but then SK Gaming really recovered well, had their own winning streak there in the middle of the half of 4 or so rounds. And then it got kind of back and forth towards the end. I mean, no one really streaked together more than a couple of rounds in a row there in those last, like 5 or 6 rounds that we played. So definitely a close contest we have on our hands here. Look over at the OpTic Gaming side, you see Stanislaw, Naf, and Mixwell really the ones that kind of stick out, but Tarek maybe not so far behind. Over on the SK Gaming side, outside of Fur, a very close frag distribution there on the rest of their players, with FNX topping the charts, 16 and 10.
Fur's trying to change your mind as he's going to find the opening pick. He says, Dust, don't forget about me. I'll get up there eventually. He's able to get the opening pick, and he's going to fall back right into a crossfire setup with Cold. They're going to chase this kill down, and they're going to run right into Cold. A beautiful trap set and sprung as SK looking to take this round, as Naf's able to get one in response, but look at Fallen. Naf actually has his dance shoes on. Yes, he's dancing. Oh,
my goodness.
Oh! What is this round? Another hectic pistol. As now, Tark and Nafly have bomb, and they're actually trapped here, as FNX is holding danger stairs, and Fallen is towards the kind of connector side. So this is
interesting.
Crazy.
And they're obviously not making any noise as they walk back to middle, so FNX doesn't really even know what's going on as he's sitting danger. But Fallen knows that B is an option. Like, there is a chance that OpTic have fallen off. So they're just going to kind of split up 1-1. Problem is, Fallen has such low HP, and he doesn't have any armor. So his ability to defend this B bomb site, if that's in fact where OpTic are going to elect to go, is going to be rather strenuous. I mean, the only thing he has going for them... Well, actually, no. Both OpTic members have USPs as well, so it's basically an equal fight as far as, like, range goes. He's not up against clocks or anything like that, to where he could maybe play chicken coop and outrange them. And FNX still hasn't even budged off his spot danger, so, yeah, it's all on Fallen with 9 HP. Going to be difficult for him to find this one, you think.
Oh, but he's playing rock. They didn't clear it. He's able to find a one-on-one against Naf. Now Tark has to press the issue. He'll find him. 10 seconds on the clock. He's forced to plant this bomb as FNX feels the pressure to start to push forward. Tark's going to peek. FNX not ready for that. So now a little cat and mouse game back and forth. As Tark will get dealt with. FNX, the clutch man for this team. The janitor. He cleans up the messes of SK. And he's able to close that round out. And that's pistol for SK.
Yeah, it's one of those things where FNX had a lot more health to play with in that situation. And, Tarek was stuck in that position. He had the plant, so FNX had the complete read on him. And he does pull it right back in. So that's a very messy pistol round, right? That kind of had a little bit of everything involved in that. An attempted knife kill, a great bait setup at long A that gets SK a good start, but then a great recovery from OpTic to
get the
bomb planted in the end. What's that?
When Tark jumped, when I first went for the knife, the new jump height, the knife went under him. I think I don't know why that just clicked now. But hey.
It is rather interesting, as we do have OpTic Gaming on just upgraded pistols, but they haven't been able to get a kill at A already, and they actually picked up an ump from that, so now they just have to get past the MP9 god, which is Fur.
Yeah,
so good with that gun. That's like his
insane.
Trademark weapon, I feel like.
He always gets like 3 kills plus with it too, like almost every round with it when he uses it. And if he doesn't, he'll keep carrying it forward even when an OpTic get a buy-in. Stan, though, in the meantime, is going to find Cold. Taco now calling for rotations. FNX is going to rotate. What can they do now?
Yeah, good counter nades from SK Gaming to stop OpTic from actually spilling on a long B platform. Fer going to be able to pick up a Tech 9, so increasing his secondary firepower, I guess you could say. But he's going to have to start backing back up into the Zay bomb site, making sure that all of his bases are covered. Meanwhile, OpTic still, I mean, being patient, and they can afford to do this. They have a 4-on-3. They have a lot of HP. They picked up a couple SMGs. So they actually have the advantage in this round. FNX is spotting all of this, though. But Taco, he's playing up close on drop. He gets 1 kill, but these even trades are favoring OpTic because they're a man ahead.
And they're just going to rotate right out window. They know FNX was in this position, so they're just going to go right out window and rotate towards A. Fer is there towards long, but are they going to be ready to deal with him? The MP9 god. He's going to be holding mouse 1. He's going to line them up. He gets 1, forced to reload. And they're going to push him. That's Tarek, and he's going to shut that down. So a great round coming up from him. And it's all on FNX, the clutch god. Can he do it for, like, I don't even know how many times this is. The 40th time we'll go with.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been 40 times this series, but it's definitely he's definitely had a good handful, but not this round. Doesn't even really get a chance. So OpTic steal a round back a little bit early here in the second half. So keeping it close, forcing SK Gaming into a saving scenario, and in fact, probably a double. I mean, they'll get some upgraded pistols, but next round they'll be basically in a similar boat to this one, and they're forcing up all the way, man. They're not playing around. And so we're starting to see one of those scrappy starts to a half where both teams refusing to concede, continuously force buying, trying to force the other team to take a couple of saves to get their money back in order. That's exactly what SK Gaming are trying to go for here. But look at Tarek. He's just so fast down drop. They have no clue he'll be there that soon, and they will just overwhelm the SK Gaming defense on this A bomb site. And in fact, you're already seeing them just save these 2 guns because that's all they'll have next round. So OpTic's going to take a lead in this game.
We have it. The tie. It's going to come back as OpTic looking really strong on their T side. I guess it's just the aggression and the pure out 5-man kind of C9, almost C9-esque style there towards B. Is Tarek gets sent down first. He does all the dirty work, and OpTic Gaming are able to clean that up. So yeah, you're going to see Fallen and Fer trying to save these weapons. There's the sticker over the little bolt. I think it looks sick. I'm in love with that.
They're still on that.
It's very niche, and I like it.
As OpTic are liking the fact that they are surviving this second map, and actually, like I said, probably in good position to take a lead in just a couple of moments, as SK Gaming not with much to work with in this round number 19 coming up. So we're at 9-all here on Cobblestone. Again, just to let you guys know, SK Gaming did win the first map, really dominant fashion on Dust 2, so they're already 1-0 up in the series. I know also people asking about that Immortals Energy match. They still need to play the third map of that series. That'll take place right after this best of 3 is over, right before the grand finals begins. As Immortals did have another commitment they had to attend to, so they had to kind of interrupt their best of 3, but you have not missed out on that. That's still going on. Determine who's going to meet the winner of this series in the grand final.
OpTic going for that walk push. Falling the Deagle, though, from sight. He's going to be able to pick off 1. Can he continue this forward? Fer's going to be playing close. Broken wall, that nade. That's going to do some good damage there. Now, Rush going to be jumping out. Rush and Tarek able to work together to drop Fer. So now, Taco, Cold, and FNX. Nice spam through the smoke to drop Taco. Is Tarek going to clear this corner? No, FNX too quick. But SK, I think this is safe to say, OpTic Gaming are going to take the lead right back.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for SK to break through at this point. Senazal is on low HP, but everyone else has AKs and full head armor, so there was really not much hope there for SK. FNX will actually just elect to save this CZ. And, I mean, they'll have enough money to get a buy in the next round, though. But OpTic, they're going to take the lead, so the economic game of chicken has been won by OpTic Gaming, basically. They've been able to edge out SK Gaming and kind of keep their money in order. And hopefully they can just hold on to 3 AKs going into the next round. FNX trying to see if he can bring one down, but not going to be the case. So OpTic, convincing round win there. Rush with the quad kill, so well done. And they do have that 1-round lead, but still a very tight race here.
Yeah, and look at this. Fallen's going to be picked up as up. They're going to have a little lackluster on the utility side of things, while OpTic built their own bank up. 10 grand on NAF is the most on their side, so this is going to be like a bar brawl. This is what this game's turning into. Very back and forth. You never know who's going to win.
Yeah, ever since like the last 6 rounds of the first half till now, it's been really back and forth, right? It's been a slugfest. Both teams being able to fit in rounds here and there, no one really being able to grab the game by the horn, so to speak, and keep control of it. As we do have OpTic Gaming slowing down things quite a bit Just, you know, keeping a presence at middle, but really the focus here seems to be on B.
Yeah, especially after Stanislaw, who was holding towards outside towards A, is just going to fall back and meet up towards T apartments. So they're going to regroup here. Tark's going to be holding the smoke towards Plat. That's what that's called. And he's going to have teammates surrounding him as well. Yeah, it took a bit. It's okay. I need to install more RAM. As it looks like the push is going to come here towards Plat. That smoke's going to delay him for a little bit, but there's a gap in it as well. Let's see whose side this really favors, as SK have 4 members towards this site.
Yeah, so, I mean, Fallen is actually starting to push through, so that allows them to commit 4 players to be pretty comfortably, and even Fallen's going to be able to start rotating at some point with this op to assist in the hold or the retake, whichever occurs. And Snap, though, is going to get the clear onto FNX. It's going to open things up for OpTic Gaming as they begin to swarm this B-bomb site, but Cold, he stands tall behind the tree. They don't sniff him out. He's been able to find 2 kills. That's big news.
Oh, wow. Taco running in through the smoke while Fur's going to clear up Stan. And now Taco will get dealt with. Now it's all on Fallen. The Godfather with the op in hand. He's actually able to spot Mixwell through the crack of that smoke, and he'll get out of there. Tark can't find that shot, so 1v1 now. 8 seconds on the clock. Tark's forced to plant this bomb, and as soon as Fallen hears that, I imagine he's going to run right to site, and that's what he'll do. And now it comes down to who's going to peek where's. Tark's going to peek low. They both miss their shots, and look at Fallen getting up close and personal. And he'll tap the bomb, and Tarek actually out-maneuvers him.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Fallen doesn't just pull out the USP. Maybe no one realized that Tarek was really damaged. Would have made sense for Fallen just maybe to pull the USP out instead of taking like close-range no-scope battles. Regardless, it's another round win there for OpTic. Very close round, but Tarek just edges Fallen out there in the 1 versus 1. And now money, again, pretty low for SK Gaming. They will buy into this a little bit, but certainly not enough to cripple them. They'll still be able to get a full buy in the next round. But this is an opportunity for OpTic to start building their lead up here in the second half on this T-side cobblestone, the favored side. So it's starting to look pretty promising for OpTic to have a real shot at taking this map and forcing that third on overpass.
Yeah, and the opening pick coming out, not flying. To find FNX. Colton going to be playing close to tree. I think they spotted him to get to this position as well. He's getting shot in the back in the meantime. So that's Mixwell to find 2. Taco now. We've seen his op. It's pretty deadly. Can he get anything going here for SK? Nothing at all. And for Hello Darkness, my old friend, towards drop room all by himself.
Yeah, so OpTic will go up 12-9. Fur trying to see if he can't keep this mag 7, find an exit or something like that. Certainly this mag 7 can get carried over to the next round. Very useful in this particular position, as well as possibly the cutoff wall at long B. So they certainly can find uses for this mag 7 if they can hold on to it. OpTic, though, definitely going for a bit of a chase. They do have quite a bit of money stored up on 4 of their players, so they can certainly take a chance here and see if they can't sniff Fur out and stop him from holding on to this one.
They're going to hunt him. This is going to get dangerous as the mag's able to get one. Is he going to pick up that AK? He is. They're not even going to feel... They're not even going to pressure him. For allowed to get an AK out of there for relatively free. As OpTic, let's see if they upgrade some of those SMGs. They have 2 UMPs in play right now. Meanwhile, SK going to get a strong buy, double op buy. Cold and Fallen. I imagine Fallen's going to go towards Plat. Maybe Cold will peek mid. Let's see what they decide to do.
I think it'll actually be the other way around.
Yeah, based on Fallen's spawn.
So this is where SK Gaming's defense can get really tough to get past, because while double op on cobblestone and CT can be risky, SK Gaming are so effective at making it work. Like Cold's probably one of the best secondary oppers in the game. I mean, he's best overall player, so he's definitely going to be tough to get past. But I will say that OpTic have done a really good job at, you know, hitting this B-bomb site. Their executes have been quite crisp, and they've done really well to trade their way into some favorable scenarios. But right now, SK Gaming are defending this B-bomb site very well. OpTic having a tough time breaking through. Finally, Stanislaw gets a pick, which allows the plant to go down. Then also catching Taco, pushing him. So that's big plays from Stanislaw, the in-game leader, to get it into a winnable 3-on-3 post plant.
Oh, Fallen can't connect on that shot. You're right. Winnable post plant indeed. As FNX towards Pizza, he needs to find a frag from Pizza, and he will do just that. Trade out immediately from Stan, but over peaking. As just like that, SK, pure firepower, are able to make that retake happen.
Yes, I mean, a great individual effort from Stanislaw. He gets all 3 kills his team got on the round, and it allows them to, again, get a bomb plant. And they even had a chance to win it, but just not enough in the end. We did see a team ace from SK Gaming, actually. Everyone getting a piece of that round. So well done. They'll be able to keep the double op set up in play as well.
Do you have voice enable on, by the way?
Wow, what's up?
Oh, nothing. You just missed something funny. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It may have been a little bit of a rage, but we're okay.
We're okay.
We're good. Stream didn't hear it. It didn't happen. I'm insane.
Yeah, it's all good.
We'll wrap it like that.
And the thing is, though, is OpTic has a chance to reset SK's Gaming's economy because they only survived with 2 players there. So they could actually really pull out way ahead if they can figure this round out. They still have plenty of money, of course, on the OpTic Gaming side to buy at least another round after this one if they lose. So they're not really underneath the same pressure that SK Gaming is when it comes to what they'll have to work with going forward. We do see coldzera getting a little bit more aggressive with this op on the B platform, taking a bit more initiative to try to see if he can't find an early pick. But so far, it's been a bit of a standstill.
Tark gets boosted, mix well below. No op at the side of OpTic, just AKs across the board and utility to work with. As a flash comes through, Cold's going to peek on the back of it. Isn't going to be ready for Tark. Or Mix will be boosted here. The molly actually hits the lip and drops right in front, so Taco couldn't get too aggressive, which I think he wanted to on the back of Cold, locking it down at range. So now Taco forced into the cubby corner. There's a crack in the smoke. He gets one, but at OpTic Gaming come out on top of the trades. And they're going to continue running into the B-bomb site, and Fallen's the only really one towards site, and he'll just get shut down. Stan, hello, coming to life.
Yeah, OpTic Gaming are winning these battles around the edges of the smoke. You can see SK Gaming trying to use the edge of the smoke to find duels that are favorable to them to some degree, but it's OpTic winning all those. Again, Stanislaw has been really the driving force of OpTic Gaming these last few rounds. He's actually their top fragger, 24 kills, so his production is quite good for also having the responsibility of being the shot caller on a very important T side for this team. You're also seeing Tarek and Nafly have quite the game. Mixwell's beginning to come alive as well. So, I mean, the way the fragging spread is going on, it's really a powerful game from both teams here. And OpTic Gaming preventing any of these guns from being saved with the exception of perhaps FNX's ability to hold on to the Sim 4. Again, SK Gaming, they have no money. I mean, for the next couple of rounds, really. So this is OpTic Gaming with a really strong chance of getting the map point before SK Gaming can, like, do a nice full buy. Of course, they'll buy whatever they can probably next round after this one, but it's getting hard on SK Gaming right now.
Winning pistol and then immediately losing the round after that just killed all the momentum SK had from that T side. Absolutely drops it off. And so they're going to actually buy some pistols to force up around this M4. Nothing too much invested as they are going to get second round loss bonus if they do lose this. So their next buy, yeah, it might have to be a double. You're right. It's going to be a weak one if they do consider to buy as fur, though. We'll open up with a CZ. Fallen trying to rotate into the site will get denied for that. And now, though, the rotation's coming in from SK. Can FNX be the linchpin here from back? But the mollies, wow, beautiful placement. He's actually allowed to cross to APC for free, 11 HP. Still going to get to site alive. And Fur, the flank from long, makes it interesting, but all on Taco. Great utility usage, though, from OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, the fact that they were able to flush FNX out like that and deny him any kills at all. He was the one guy that had an M4 that could have had an impact, and he gets eradicated. So really well played there by OpTic. Very efficient trading in that A side of the map. And so that's 14-10. And SK Gaming, of course, have a decision to make. Do we buy all we can here, even though it's going to be severely limited, and try to still play for the win, or do we concede and we just have to win 5 in a row to force an overtime? And it looks like the choice is going to be made to just buy up all they can. So Mag 7s, umps, all they can afford.
Fully, though, huh?
Yeah, that is true. 3 of their players are actually a little bit more conservative, not buying armor. So this is like the halfway in between choice to where we're going to get a little bit of something to give us a chance, but we're not going to make it to where we can't afford anything in the next round.
You don't see that too often either. A team that has the will to do that, allow a little bit of a purchase. And yeah, they might get to match point, but SK are feeling confident. As Fallen will get dropped early, though. A couple UMPs, as you mentioned, a couple mags. And they're all currently towards the B site. There is going to be one player rotating back to A for SK. But OpTic Gaming with that opening pick are allowed to slow things down and play it at their pace at this point. So FNX towards drop room going to be posted up here. And let's see if OpTic are going to be ready for the weapons purchase up from SK.
Yeah, we'll see. They've already gotten one gun down, so they're probably aware that there's a little bit of a buy going on here. They're just going to try to use their nades and trade into the B-bomb site, and Fur does go down. There's still one hiding out. It's going to be coldzera, but the rest of his team is falling around him. So, yeah, he steps out and finds something, but there's not much he can really do at this point. Too many numbers left for OpTic, and so they will move on to map point. And so SK Gaming, do they have it in them to win 5 rounds in a row and force an overtime? certainly, you can't count them out, of course, but OpTic, they do have a really good opportunity here to force that third map. I mean, they're in prime position to make that happen.
It is their pick as well, but neither of us saw this coming, and OpTic Gaming just coming out with, I guess, some fire under their bellies or something to get them rocking like this. It's SK looking good on their T-half, but winning pistol and getting shut down immediately just gotta hurt. It's shown, really, based on the scoreline, as OpTic are about to take a map over SK, which you don't hear that too often on online play, but not only that, but Cobble of all the maps.
Yeah, so SK Gaming trying to see if they can't make the run happen to get this into overtime. OpTic Gaming just a round away from forcing a third map in this series. And coldzera, though, he opens up for SK Gaming. Taco now chiming in as well, so this rush is so far being stopped, but Mixwell fighting for it to come back.
Yeah, what can Nafly do from flat? Stanislaw towards Sidewalk. He'll do a little bit of damage, but he's forced to fall back and meet up with Stan. The bomb's down in the open, on that side of sight. And now they're a little concerned of a flank, possibly, and everyone from SK has rotated through the smoke, though. Stan's going to be able to find FNX. Taco and Fur, last two up. They're both towards the site. Bomb still out in the open as Taco's going to be playing on the edge of that. And he's still going to be trying to find someone as Naf's going to spot him. And Stan not going to be peeking on the back of this. They're going to allow Taco to just walk right back to Rock. What is that?
Does it lag again?
It could be for him.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is
no,
lagging.
I don't.
It's just Taco having an
What's
issue.
Fur doing? They both lagged out.
This is like...
Oh, no, they have both
like
lagged out.
Wow. And
This
again,
is-
there's no way to replay this. The funny thing is OpTic doesn't even realize anything
They
funky's
don't.
going on. So maybe somehow Fur and Taco just like click back in and still
Yeah.
have a way to win this 2-on-2. We'll see. This sucks.
Oh, this does suck. As that was probably not going to happen for OpTic. As Taco, I'm like, whoa, he's really moonwalking out of there. How did he cross for... Oh.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This is like this worst case right here. And again, there's no way to replay the round because the lag doesn't happen until it's
Nope.
a 2-on-2. So you can't simulate that again, you know.
Unfortunately, so
yeah.
OpTic are gonna win it on the back of that. That's. I mean, I guess it's a win's a win, as unfortunate as it is. So SK, yeah, he'll drop out. So everyone from SK just gonna leave, and OpTic Gaming will get the map wins. So they'll take Cobble, as unfortunate as that situation is.
Yeah, you hate to see that. You hate to see